Hi, I'm Prema Ligareri, and today I want to talk to you about being able to really trust your innate knowing, be able to really trust your instincts, your intuition to actually lead you where you want to go. So, this weekend was the Super Bowl here in North America. And, it's been really fascinating to watch. I'm sort of a fair weather football fan, but our team was in the Super Bowl. And there's my family's here, and there's a football party in my living room on the Sundays that they play. So it's been really interesting to really sit down and watch the game. I'm someone who would usually rather play not necessarily football than be a spectator in front of a screen. I'd rather be involved in a live, either watching something live or actually playing myself. But this was really interesting to me. What I really noticed that, all these gifted players, and I say gifted because you can relate to that, okay? And you have your own inherent gifts. They're really your instincts. They're really some of the ways that you're wired up, so to speak. That your soul has already developed for you these great gifts. Everyone has great things that they're really good at. Well, all these football players have different things that they are good at and that they've also enhanced and grown their gifts. But what really struck me was the level of trust, because there's miraculous things that these guys pull off in split seconds. And they have to trust their instincts. They have to trust their gifts in order to do that. And they have to also trust in each other's gifts and instincts, which was really the part that really got me. And we have to be able to trust ourselves before we tend to be able to really trust someone else. And in order to have this, pull off these amazing human feats, to know somebody could be there and actually catch the ball, that's a level of connectedness and trust. And that starts at home. We have to be able to trust ourselves first. So I know for you that you have gifts, you have your own superpowers, the things that you're really naturally good at, or the things that you just love, love, love to do, and that your passion's involved with that. And that's really, really important to notice where your passion is actually connected with what you're doing, because then you are turned on. And when your passion is ignited, you'll also be willing to move through challenges and adversity as it comes up. So let's circle back to trust and trusting in your own unique, innate instincts, your own gifts, okay? So I know I was just working with one of my clients yesterday, and she's really been on this track of following her instincts to creating her service in the world and making the money that she really wants to make, so that she actually has the kind of freedom in her life to be able to travel, to be able to choose how she spends her time and where she spends it and with who she spends it. And she was following this track of marketing. And she's really good. And also I can look at her Vedic astrology chart and I can really confirm that fact of where her Mercury is. And it's really strong in Virgo. And she's really strong in this ability to evaluate which marketing takes. And so she has a job where she's in sales and marketing. But her true passion is in plants and the healing quality of plants, and in writing as well, and in teaching. So that's always been kind of a sideline for her, and she almost put it down to go after the money that was in marketing because she's good at that as well, but it doesn't ignite her passion. So she has circled back around, and yes, she's still doing some sales and marketing because that at the moment is her day job as she's developing her other own business. And she's already has a couple of books that she's just finishing up, and she's all about the healing property of plants and has this deep relationship with plants and really helps other people to connect with the plant world so that it can serve them as well. So she got back in touch with her natural innate gifts. She was just born with this connection with plants. But the other key to it, to actually following through and being able to trust the path that you follow through on for yourself, is there passion involved. And if it does turn you on and it does light you up, you will have the fire, you will have the energy to keep moving forward on it. So I have a couple of questions for you, okay? We can't chase shiny objects. That won't get us anywhere. We can't chase and go after what somebody else believes is logically right for us as our own particular path. And especially when you're talking about manifesting money for yourself and manifesting success for yourself, that's something only you know for yourself. And you can never actually probably be successful if you're just chasing money or success. You got to know why. You got to get into that purpose of it. You got to know why. You got to know where your passion is and what turns you on. So, number one question for you is, are you currently in touch with your passion? And are you following a path in all the intentions you set for yourself this year? Are you actually following a path that you feel passionate about? And I'm not talking about the how-to of it, but what it is that you're actually manifesting for yourself. Are you passionate about it? So ask yourself, just tell yourself the truth. You know, my motto is take a deep breath, drop into your heart, get really honest with yourself. Are you following your passion? That's part of your instinct. That's part of your innate knowing. Okay, so if you are, yes, that's awesome. I have a question for you then. Then what is the next step? If I really did know the next step for me to follow this passion and move it forward one more step, what might that be? So just take a deep breath. You can close your eyes if you like and really just tune inwards. If I did know what the next step in this path of my passion I could really trust myself on, what might that next step, just the next step, you got to stay present, what might that next step be? So go ahead and tell yourself the truth about that. And here's the ultimate key. Write it down and follow through on it. Write it down and follow through on it. Just that next step. That will actually get you there. Okay? Staying in that process. And then for those of you who got that answer of, no, actually, this isn't my passion. It's not really my passion. I'm chasing something. I'm trying to manifest something on a trail in a way that doesn't light my fire. So if that's the case for you, I want you to tune in with yourself. I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to come down into your heart, your center of truth. And I want to invite you to tell yourself the truth here. If I was following my passion, what I really want to be doing right now, if I was really following my passion, what would I be doing? What would I be researching? What would I be doing? What would I be paying attention to? What would I be watching? What would I be listening to? Whatever comes up for you with that, I want to invite you to write that down and to go and do that one thing. Do that, listen to something, whatever came up for you, actually follow through on that one step at a time. If you will do this, you will trust yourself more because you'll actually see things move forward. You'll get some forward momentum for yourself. So I want to just really invite you to stay on this trail of following your passions. Feel free to comment below, send me a note, let me know what you're discovering. Let me know what your passion is. And if you need help with breaking through to finding out what that passion is, I invite you to contact me on my website, premalee.com. See the pop-up on the right. You see how you can write me a note or you can schedule a time with me, and I'd be happy to help you to actually break through to your passion so you can trust yourself. Blessings, and have a beautiful day.